see. I knew there was something wrong with the normally healthy king when the normally healthy king got sick. What are we gonna do, Lloyd? Wasn't it obvious? We save the king. He'll be in our debt. Let's go. Why can't they just say that they'll save him? Who's there? It's the Chosen. Damn, it's Celis. What? It's you, Varley. Damn. I can't have people knowing about the assassination. Die here. Be quiet. I won't forgive you. There we go. Oh, we didn't have to fight. I'm going to die here. You've got to be kidding me. I'm going to die here like that damned Alicia. Don't insult Alicia. So, he was the link between the Pope and Rodale of the 5 cardinals. The Pope is connected to Kuchinawa as well. The X-spheres in Tethala passed from Varley to Rodale. And the experiments related to the Khusus crystals were passed from Rodale to Varley and ultimately to the Pope. The Pope probably asked them to assassinate the king in exchange for his cooperation. Insolence. Alright, let's get the Pope. We're going after the Pope. End of the vengeance. Revenge. I finally accomplished the goal of what will you do now? For the sake of Lloyd and others who aided me in my revenge, and for Alicia's sake as well, I shall assist in what meagre ways I can to eliminate Khusus. Yes. Defeating Varley does not mean that everything is over. In fact, it may just be the beginning. Beginning? A new beginning for the sake of turning our eyes from the past and toward the future. Okay, let's find... I'm going to see if I can... buy anything? See if they've got any of the potions. Yeah. I might actually buy a couple of these. Who are you? No matter how much you buy, you can't use items in the Colosseum. I really want to find the inn. Is there not an inn? I just want to save after all that speaking. Right, we need to the palace. They're not going to let us in there, are they? The Pope should be in the church, yeah. Let's wait to the church. That's not the church. You're late. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. What? What are you people doing here? We have something we want to ask you about. You're poisoning His Majesty, aren't you? I don't know what you're talking about. You're certainly a stubborn little liar. Is there an antidote? I don't know anything. Don't move. Then, let's have you drink this poison. It doesn't take effect immediately anyway. Alright. It's in the drawer on the desk. Here it is. I have something I've been wanting to ask you too. Why did you have Kate executed? She's your daughter. Shut up. What do you know? Yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm asking. Are you stupid or something? You have a half-elven daughter. Why would you take the initiative in creating rules to oppress half-elves? When I was young, I also thought the oppression of half-elves was wrong. Then why? The church exists to offer salvation to all, does it not? Are you capable of understanding the terror of growing older, while your child who supposedly shares your blood does not? That's not Kate's fault. That's the kind of species half-elves are. Yes, and that is why they are shunned. I understand the feelings of those who persecute them, because my daughter is a half-elf. She terrifies me. I just called the guards. If the Chosen dies here, the church will be mine, in both name and reality. Will the Church of Martell last without the Chosen? We have Syl-S. So you did intend to drag my sister into this, you pathetic old geezer. It's your fault. Why is a worthless and irresponsible man like you the Chosen? Some coffee. If it weren't for you, no one would have interfered with my half-elf banishment project. Why do humans treat us this way? Those who are different must be eliminated. Shut up. It doesn't matter if you are half-elf, a human, or whatever. No matter who or what you are, once you're born in this world, you have the right to live. Don't move. There's only 2 guards. Oh, he's getting away. He's gonna get away. I will take care of them. Damn, he got away. Chosen, I'm sorry. Please prepare yourself. It's an angel. An angel has come down from heaven. It's the second coming of Spiritua. Look, your heretical deeds have brought down an emissary from Crucis. Chosen one, then this must truly be... Yes, she is the angel of death and destruction. Spiritua has returned. Please forgive us, O great angel. What should I do? Hey, what's going on? Don't worry, just follow my lead. Oh, holy angel, how shall we deal with these creatures? Colette, say you're going to kill them. But... It's okay, just say it, like you're in command. Die. Please forgive us. Holy One, please spare their lives in my name. I will defeat those who oppose, and once again act as the Chosen to spread the teachings of Martell. Please, say you'll forgive them. Okay, I shall forgive you. Did you hear that? The angel has recognized the Chosen as the true holy will of the Church. Leave at once and capture my enemies, the Pope and his private soldiers, the Papal Knights. Yes, sir. Revoke the wanted status of the Chosen and his companions at once. Yes, sir. Everyone, do as the Chosen commands. I got a message from my partner. She's at her work today. Everyone did what you said, Syl-S. We were saved by the legend of Spiritua. Is that related to Spiritua, the Chosen of Silverant? Beats me. If you want to know the details, go read the books in the church or something. Anyway, Spiritua is famous for saving the Chosen by killing a king who tried to dispose of the Chosen. Kind of like what's going on now. Does this mean they won't be chasing us anymore? The church should be fine now anyway. What's left is His Majesty. We need to let him know that he's been poisoned. Okay, we've got a new title. Wait. Princess, please let us see His Majesty. I don't know anything about the return of Spiritua, but my father is sick. My father only wanted to protect Thalia. We know. Are you aware that His Majesty has been poisoned by the Pope? That can't be. It's true, the Pope has been run away upon being investigated for it. We must hurry and neutralize the poison. Please move. It looks like this is definitely the antidote. Father. Ah, what? It looks like he's regained consciousness. Your Majesty, do you recognize me? The traitor, Zealous. Have you come to kill me? No, Zealous saved you. Traitor, yes. That does suit me. Anyway, we were set up by the Pope. We have no intention of harming Thalia. Even if the ruling family were to doubt him, the church, soldiers and citizens will certainly side with Zealous the Chosen. We have the return of Spiritua with us after all. What do you want? We want to see documents concerning the hero mythos and the Carlan War that are maintained by the royal family. They're stored in the archive on the second floor. Do what you will with them. Do not show yourselves in front of me again. So ungrateful. I am tired. I want nothing more to do with the church's power struggles. You're just being selfish. It's alright, kid. Then, Your Majesty, we shall allow ourselves access. I think Luna must have gone out. Need to respond to this. Right, let's go. Nothing hidden in here. Nice windows to look out of. I like the painting. That one's nice as well. We need to go to the second floor, so which floor are we on? Okay, we'll just presume it's on this floor then. Looks promising. Yep. Alright, let's start looking through the books. That lantern on the pillar looked as though it could be pulled down. It's no use. I can't believe we searched through all this and still haven't found it. Are there any other books? I'm not going to give up. There has to be a way. Lloyd, thank you, but it's okay. You can stop. She tripped again. Ooh. Where did that one come from? This is angelic language. No, they're ancient elven letters. Wait, this may be it. I certainly didn't expect to find the book that way. Colette's clumsiness seems to be truly be blessed. Professor, what does it say? Wait. In order to prevent the erosion of Crucis crystal, a mana fragment and zircon are fused using Boltzmann's technique to create a rune crest. Fibers from the mana leaf herb, when placed in the crest, protect against the crystallization caused by the illness. Ah, the rest of this is just theory. So in other words, we need a mana fragment, zircon, and a unicorn horn, right? And a mana leaf herb. Then we can make something called a rune crest. And attaching that to the key crest will suppress the crystal's activity. Who's going to make that? Well, a dwarf, I guess. What is happening to Colette's body? It says it's called chronic angelus crystallis enophicaium. Just like Altessa's diagnosis. It's an illness that causes the entire body to become a Crucis crystal. Okay, now we have some hope. But there's not much time. It says the epidermal crystallization begins within a few months. In the final stages of the disease, cause the body to be completely crystallized. The internal organs start to crystallize once the epidermis is crystallized, and then finally the subject dies. I suppose there's no point in trying to mince words. Yes, exactly. Then let's hurry. Cute girls deserve to live long. Where are the materials? My company once handled zircon. If we go to the main Lazzareno building, we should be able to find information on it and where it is stored. Mana leaf herb is probably in Heimdall. The Elfin Village? Yes, I think I've heard the name of that plant before, when I was a child. But the people of Heimdall forbid anyone that is not an elf to enter the village. Why? It seems there was some trouble between them and humans a long time ago. These days no one enters without a permit from the king of Tathala. My belly's rumbling. I wonder if the king will give us a permit. Who knows, he doesn't seem to want to see me. We could try asking Princess Hilda. Then assuming we can get the mana leaf herb, what about the mana fragment? What is it anyway? Beats me. In the scriptures of the Church of Martel, there is a passage that says, "The colossal mana of the great motherland, Deris Carla, rained down upon the earth in fragments, giving birth to all living things." So it's in Deris Carla. There's no proof, but that's the enemy's main base. Let's do that later. First, we'll go to either Heimdall or the Lazzareno company in Altamira. Right, we'll go to Lazzareno. Oh, we've got a save point over there. Don't remember that one. How do we get out of here? My father says that he does not want to meet with anyone. But we have to go to Heimdall. The king is the only one who can issue the pass to Heimdall, right? Could you please ask him for us, Princess? Zealous, if you insist, I will ask my father. Please wait a moment. Even if we receive the pass, Heimdall is not a friendly village to anyone except elves. I can't say if they'll help give us... Let me start that again. I can't say if they'll give us a mana leaf herb. Well, we'll get them to give it to us somehow. This is a letter from my father to Heimdall. You should be able to enter the village with this. Thank you. Princess, you have my thanks. Where's Heimdall anyway? The Tower of Salvation is located at the centre of the world, right? It's south of there. I heard it's surrounded by the Immel Forest. Let me write that down, because it's probably not going to tell me that later, is it? Flask in the way. South. Surrounded by the Ymir Forest. Okay, let's go, guys. We've got the king's letter. Sorry, my partner's messaging. I was trying to work out days off here. Right, I think we'll go to his office placey first. Can I go out of town now? Can I come in by the main entrance? Yes, I can, finally. Right, let me save that there. Let's go to the holiday island. I can fly this way. Where do I get the bigger map? Trying to think where the holiday place is now. Pretty sure it's this. It's straight across this way. Not up here somewhere. No. Ah, it's over here, isn't it? Is it not this one? Yeah, here we go. Right. Future of this kingdom. I wonder what the Pope was up with. Who knows? He's probably wanted to rule in place of the king. What a fool. Well, anyway, now that he's out of the way, I can relax a little. And discrimination against half-elves may soften some too. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Just because the Pope has fallen does not mean people's minds will change that easily. That's why they've got me to help. The great zealous friend of half-elves. This kingdom still has some rough days ahead of it. Okay. Onto the train. That's definitely a different person there. There's a different person there at night. Can't go in there. Welcome. It'll be in the archive room, won't it? In here somewhere? No? Master Eagle and the rest of you, are you looking for a particular document? Yes, why won't you ask us? Ask us what it is. What, you're the president? I'm terribly sorry. This is the president's office. Do you have permission to be here? Of course we do. We've got the president with us. Is everything running smoothly? Yes, the business is. However, the sealed X-Sphere mine was raided by someone. We believe it was the work of Varley, but unfortunately it appears that access to the core area was prevented. So it would seem. It is safe to assume that there will be no more trouble of that nature. Varley is dead. Are you certain of this? In other words, Alicia was avenged through the actions of Regal and Pressia. I see. This is good news. Are you here just to report this information? No, I have other business. I want to take a look at the records concerning past mining operations. Please unlock the door to the archives. Documents related to the past mining operations should be should be in the left room of the second floor archive. I see, thank you. The last Sarkon shipment was... What the... Well, what have we here? Kujinawa. The Pope is gone. Varley is dead. Why do you still get in our way? This is about me, isn't it? Of course, because my parents and countless members of our village died. The chief has not awoken from his coma for 10 years. I'm sorry. You think apologizing will cut it? I will never forgive you. Kujinawa, if I'm the one you hate. Sheena, if you're going to suggest sacrificing yourself again, I'll never forgive you. No, if I'm the one you hate, let's have a one-on-one duel as dictated by village custom. Do you really think you can defeat me alone? Well, do you accept the challenge, sir? Very well. Do you want to do it here and now? We'll follow the village custom and fight on the Isle of Decision. Is that alright with you, Lloyd? I guess it wouldn't be much use to try and stop you. Thanks. I'll be waiting for you on the Isle of Decision. Wait, give us back that document. This is proof of your promise to fight. Let me die if we don't have that. If you need proof of the duel, I'll give you this. And that is... Corrine's memento. As you wish. Very well. If you do not come, I will grind this bell to dust. Sheena, I know how important that was to you. I'm sorry. It's alright. I just need to win against him. What's that? If... It won't... I won't run away anymore. Okay. The /F is obviously a command they have in, don't they? For the text. Formatting. If we can go to the Isle of Decision from Mizuho, can we go later? But first let's get the Zircon. Colette is much more important. Yeah, alright. Where's the Zircon? It says the last shipment was sent to the Imperial Research Academy in Cyborg. Okay, let's get going. Okay, back to Cyborg. Won't run away anymore. Damn it. What should I do? What's he up to? What's Celis up to? Can we trust Zealous? Just save as usual, so we don't have to go through all that speaking again. Right, so we are heading back to Zybark. There's the Tower of Salvation. There's Zybark. What's this place, wasn't it said? Chosen one, please forgive me. What? I heard that a 10-foot tall angel has descended from heaven and devoured those who oppose the Chosen. 10 feet tall? Devoured? Wow, I didn't know there were scary angels like that. That girl with the Crucis crystal doesn't devour humans whole too, does she? Don't be stupid. I trust the Chosen really. Good, good. Is there any of that zircon left here that was purchased from the Lizarno company? Zircon? Yes, there is. Could you give us some? Of course, it's in the next room past this door. There are books scattered all over, but you'll still be able to find it right away. I'll leave it unlocked. What a mess. Okay, so we have the zircon. Nice and easy. So we need to go to Heimdall now. Right. No, not that. Sorry, I'm looking for the Tower of Salvation, is it not? Where's the tower going? There, right. So we need to head south from here. Whoa, what's that? Let's get around to the... Yeah, we're going to Heimdall, that's what I'm trying. What's Heimdall like? I was quite young when I lived there, so I don't remember very well. But I do remember that it was surrounded by a beautiful forest. I can't wait to see it. I think you'd best not get too excited. Right, so that's the Tower of Salvation. So we need to head south from here. Ah, there it goes. I'm not getting there. Oh, hold on. There's a walkway from the mainland. There's no question. Heimdall lies ahead. I still remember. Up ahead is the place where I was born. Okay, let's go. We finally made it this far. Heimdall, the village where I was born and raised. We're only pure blood elves can live. Professor, what's with the scary look? Nothing. Let's be going. Okay, we need to change our ring. Okay then. Hiya. Oh, this time it makes sound. Nothing happened. Yeah, how do we use this? It may be that it only has an effect in specific places. I see. Just like every other time. What's this? A pink flower is blooming. A pink flower? I can't go past there. Oh, we can jump. There's something behind this tree. Okay, we've got a resist ring. Reduces elemental damage, but raises physical damage. Whoa, that was scary. You're pathetic. No, I totally thought Sheena was charging at me. What? Okay, that's enough. So this ring is able to call animals, maybe. It looks like it had an effect when you used it on top of that tree stump. I have a feeling that it's reacting to the flower and not the stump. That's a weird ability. Oh well. Calling animals is fun. Right. Well, we can go up there. Oh. Probably going to need to do that to
Not much of a specimen.
a storm claw. Maybe we should go after the boar.
Raging beast. Power seal. Power seal. Serpent seal. Pinion. Ready? Ready.
He's quite tough. At least we've got him there, right?
All right.
Oh. Are we meant to attract the boar? Maybe. Then jump out of its way.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Raging beast. Take. Double demon bang! Double demon bang! Omega don't get in my way! Photon! How do you like that? Here we go! Raging beast!
What on earth is that? An orc corrupt.
I was just warming up.
Oh, somebody got a new title. I forgot to go in for that. And then check that. Who got the new title? I think it was Colette. No? Should we get her some more TP and int? Kaiser J, good morning. How are you today? We'll go for that. El Presidente. Battle Artist. I might go for that. Gleaming Knight. Oh, that's nice. We'll go for that. Sorcerer, Warlock. You can go for that. Oh, how are you getting on with it? Are you enjoying it? Okay, there's a save point over there in that chest.
A large group.
I'm gonna, oops, use the magic lens on.
How was that?
We'll do a magic eye on the orc trot in a second as well.
Healing circle.
See, that's plus, so do I do plus damage to with fire? Whereas we do less damage with other things. TaOSy-LS plus so far. Oh, you're obviously really enjoying it then. I have to say I really enjoyed the time I spent playing. I haven't been back to it because I want to do them in order, so... But it's good you're enjoying it though. I think this is just to get away from the mobs then. This has been a great game so far. I'm fairly close to the end, I think. I've already had, how many hours have I put into this? 51 hours so far. There's a little boy over there. Let's save this here. There was a chest here, wasn't there? A maid's hairband. Right. Let's see who can put that on. Would Rain like that, do you think? Yes. Yeah, it's a bit more defense for her, so that's good. Let's go talk to this little dude with the ears. Hello, could you let us through? No. Why? Why won't you let us through? What's going on? We can't tell if you don't say anything. You don't want to make us angry, kid. Stop it, everyone. He's scared. What is it? Is something wrong? Do you want to tell us about it? Mom is. Mom is sick. I need Ymirfoot from this forest to save her, but there are monsters. Okay, gotcha. Then we'll get that food for you. Then you will let us through. You really get it from me? Dwarven vow number 11. Lying is the first step down the path of thievery, so I don't lie, because that's my motto. You mean motto, idiot. Oh, well, anyway. We'll get it for you, so just wait there. Okay. So where in this forest is it? Actually, I don't know much about it. Just... What? How are we supposed to search for that? But Mom said, when you're in trouble, the butterflies of the forest will guide you. They say that the butterflies of this forest react to people's hearts. If you're having trouble with something, you should look for the butterflies. Okay, then just wait right there. Okay, I can switch between both worlds now, back and forth. It's definitely worth carrying on with. The storyline's been really good. A lot of twists and turns in it as well. And I struggled this morning though. The first time I've ever struggled really badly with one of the bosses. But I did finally beat it.
Not much of a specimen.
Trying to get rid of this bird. There's so many different mob designs in this game.
Just as I expected.
Oh, there's a big fish there. Wonder what we can do with that.
This is ridiculous.
We'll let our casters go after the bees. Since I've told them to deal with it.
Here we go!
Bye.
Ready?
Quite nasty looking wasps
All
there.
right.
What do we do here? Why was the... Right, that's probably one of the ones that charges. Do I get you to... Oh, he was thinking about it. Now he's just stopping. Right, so it's not them then. But I do have... Is that going to knock that tree down? Oh no. Oh, a bug. Is that going to attract the... Where is it? Can't see it. Okay, I'm really confused here. That fish. Is it guarding its territory? But it's oblivious when it's swimming. Lloyd, why are you squaring off against a fish? Shut up, I was just taking notice. So can I... on here... Can I do this? No? So where did the bug go? Oh,
You're in for a world of hurt.
Raging Beast! Spirit Seal! Photon! Raging Beast!
Feudal.
Alpha!
Spirit Seal. Light.
Photon! Raging Beast!
this little piggy's doing a lot of damage.
Help is on the way. Healing circle.
Just as I expected.
I can jump there as well. So where did this bug go that time? So that was behind here, wasn't it? So how do I get over there? Did I see? Oh. No. Is that where the bug fell down? What is that round blue thing? What round blue thing? Crystal shell. I get it. Okay, so we've got a blue seed. Oh, it's not the Ymir fruit. A flower seed. Let's see if we can find a place to plant it. Why? We're looking for the Ymir fruit. It might be related somehow. Back at the start, maybe. Can I go over here? Can I jump over to the other side? No. There's nowhere else I could go here, was there? That was to the fish. Why can't I climb on this one over there? There's a lot of puzzles, aren't there? Some of them... I've only had to look at one because it was just so annoying. I spent ages on it. Maybe we have to hit it from the other side as well. Yeah, there's a stump on the other side. Ooh. Is that not working? Oh, there's no flower on that one. Oh, we'll climb. It's for them. The gladius. Got two things dropped there now. Got a new crystal shell. Which will be for... Zealous? No. Him.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Ready? Ray!
Alright.
Bad, am I?
Can I go up here? I can.
Not much of a specimen.
Here we go.
Oh, because we don't have what we have in our team, we're not getting the combo anymore.
Just as I expected.
Because we don't have Colette. Well, this is back at the start. Right, I was thinking, can we plant the seed here? Look, a blue flower bloomed. I'm sure there are others. Right. So we need to look for the blue flowers now, as opposed to the red ones we've been doing. If something hit it hard, it looks like it would open. I like the way its side skidded there. It's a solar guard. Sounds like a shield. Oh no, it's a shoulder pod. Right, so we need to find all the blue flowers now. What's the way out? Can I go out? Do I want to go out, or is that going to reset things? So we're looking for blue flowers. Like this one over there. Still got obviously got one more seed to find. Aha! There are blue flowers blooming over there too. Let's check it out. I want to see if this did, if it was anything on here. No. Okay, this is a dead end, is it? Yeah. So what was the point of that? That's at the other, where the rock is. Okay, it's going to obviously take a wee while to figure this puzzle out. Right, there's a blue flower down there. Can I go down this way? Okay, so they move things. How do I get over there? I've been over there. This is the way I came, isn't it? Yeah. Can't jump over there, no? Very convoluted map.